Hello. Welcome to my first episode of my new YouTube series. I am Corn, and this series is pretty much, I would describe it as me trying to become better at Heroes of the Storm. It's more along the lines of looking for feedback. Because when you're playing the game, you don't really realize how well you're doing. It's like, sometimes I think I'm doing really well, but I really want to become more competitive and try and climb the ladder in Hero League at least. As you can see, this is just my introduction video. I'm playing the Lost Vikings in a quick match instead of Hero League. And I completely and utterly mess up here at the start. I'm thinking that this is a Battle of Eternity, so I think it's only a 2 lane, that's why I went for the 2-1 split, and then I realized, oh dear, it's actually the other map. So, yeah. We'll ignore that, I know what I'm doing. Lost Vikings, I don't really play them that much in quick match or in Hero League. I mainly only play them in quick match, mainly because I don't feel overly confident with myself and my decision making. Like when to group them, when to help my team. I know I would prefer to group up at the earliest level 13. Because before level 13, you really don't have much going for you unless you go for your level 10. I can't even remember the name of the talent now. Your level 10 ultimate, the boat, longboat. Normally I go with play again, mainly because it provides so much more survivability, and it's too easy for them to turn around and pick off the likes of Eric. Eric's got the lowest health, so easy to pick off, and there's like 30-year damage gone. Olav, you'll find a lot of people just targeting him because he's slow. Like, if you're trying to get away, Eric will get away, but Olav won't. He'll get trapped behind and die. And there's not really much you can do about that, so play again really does help. Well, I feel it really helps. Just, if somebody dies, bring them back. Especially at level 16, when you get the talent that reduces your cooldowns. It's so handy. A lot of these videos are all recorded at the same night. Like, the first 5 or 6 videos was just me playing in one continuous session. So you'll see me rank up, you'll see me get tired and start making bad decisions and everything else. I think it was like 8 hours playing. I play a session of 8 hours. Don't really know what to say too much. Like, this is my first YouTube series, so trying to talk for 15-20 minutes about I have no idea what about. Didn't really think that one through, did I? I lost Eric there. My plan was to help them with the objective bot lane, because I could still sort of soak bot lane and help them with the objective, depending on my positioning. When I am playing Vikings, I do like to try and pick up as much orbs as I can. Sending... God, I can't remember this name. It's not Olav, it's the other one. It's not Eric. Sending him down to help the objective was a bad idea there. I can see that now. I should just continue to soak the lane. We had a good start, but our team got pushed back, and I shouldn't have just went in without a team there. If I had brought him down, I should have brought him down earlier, but I still feel like soaking the lanes early on instead of contributing to very early objectives. With the exception of Towers of Doom, of course, because Towers of Doom, you really do need to focus on the objectives, I feel. A little bit about myself. I am from Northern Ireland, from Ballymena, which probably doesn't mean very much to most people. It's in the middle, a farm in the middle of nowhere, pretty much. Like, love dies here. I feel like I should have moved to dodge that, but I just wasn't thinking. This was my first game of the day, so usually it takes me a game to warm up. But this isn't too bad so far. Like, I've lost a couple of Vikings, but I don't need to worry too much, especially early game. You don't contribute that much XP. And one Viking is what, third of a kill. And the first boss in this map, if your team are half decent, it shouldn't do any damage really. Maybe take a tower, and if your team's good enough, it won't even get to take a tower. Because if you position yourself right, it'll jump over the wall, attack you, and then you've got all 4 towers shooting at it with your team on it. You'll kill it, then push the enemy team back. Big shout out to SK. I doubt he'll ever be watching my video, but he taught me a lot about playing the Lost Vikings and playing a couple of characters. You know, a few hints and tips here and there, same as MF Pally Time. I would always recommend checking them two out. MF Pally Time is great just for people starting off more. Basic hints and tips that everybody should know. Like, a lot of them are pretty sound. SK is... he's a rank 1 player, and he explains everything quite well compared to some YouTubers. He explains everything in a simplified way that anybody can understand, you know. He talks slow so everybody can understand him. He's got a great overall presentation of his videos. As you can see, we are 2 levels ahead, and that's simply because I was soaking the lane, and our team isn't feeding too much. That's one thing I've noticed, like, when you're playing the Vikings, if your team just dive in and die constantly in fights, they'll just blame you. They'll be like, oh, GG, 4v5, Vikings useless. It's like, well, the Vikings can't do anything early game. You know, we can soak lanes, we can get an XP lead. Like, we're 2 levels ahead. All the rest of the team need to do is play safe. I did choose play a game for this. I use it here to help out with this objective. Even though I don't have, like, a great utility in a team fight, spin to win is good, but by itself, with once you hit level 16, you get the cooldown reduction. It's so much better because you can use it loads. So 10-second cooldown, reduced to maybe a 4-second cooldown roughly. But this was just to help secure this objective. Normally, I would rather wait until it's level 13 and get the Nordic attack squad. That way, in a group fight, I could do a lot of damage. I've seen me top hero damage, and not only start doing team fights roughly level 15, 16, and still top hero damage. I'm going back to soak the lanes because we've got the boss pushing top. It seems like the wise thing to do. Get a bigger level lead. The enemy team's going to have to all group up to kill our boss. My team is quite good here. In quick match, it can be disappointing. We all know what the matchmaking can be like, especially quick match. It's handy if you want to test out builds, but well, and for me, trying to get better with Vikings. I really wanted that globe. I died for it, but that's no big deal. Because I can just play a game. Alright, we're level 13, so I did get Nordic Attack Squad. This will help me do a lot more damage in team fights. I want to hit level 16, and I get the cooldown reductions on all my abilities. That includes my ult, Nordic Attack Squad. Nordic Attack Squad does a long cooldown, so at level 16 that really does help, and it really does increase your damage overall. You know, it allows you to secure kills, it allows you to go one-on-one with assassins. You know, Nordic Attack Squad with a spin to win, and all your Vikings positioned right, you could do a lot of damage very fast. I have to back out here. There is problems with likes of Nova. Nova and Zeratul. Sometimes they'll just hunt you down in your lane and wreck you, pretty much. And sometimes, you know, if they're good, they'll do it without you. They'll wait until you assume control of another Viking. And then as soon as you assume control of another Viking, they'll jump you. One of your Vikings that you're not controlling and literally kill it before you have a chance to react, really. One tip that nobody ever really showed me in any videos, I've noticed, it's probably common sense, but if you look at your minimap, when one of your Vikings is getting attacked and you don't have control of them, you'll see a wee assist me sign showing up in the lane with that Viking in it. And that's the Viking telling you that I'm under attack. So it's always a good idea to make sure you're always looking at your minimap. We've got this easy. Like 3 enemy team dead, Sergeant Hammer, with B just killing everything. I'm sorry if I'm not quite articulate or anything, you know, I don't really know what to say, as it is my first ever YouTube series, so it is my introduction video. I'll probably not play too much of the Lost Vikings. There's another video I want to show you of the Lost Vikings, and that is in the Dragonshire map. The ability the Lost Vikings have to solo capture the dragon. All your team has to do is zone the enemy team in a group fight while you send Viking top, bottom, and one mid. I like to send Eric mid. Eric is fast, and if you take the Eric as swift, he'll heal when he moves. So once the dragon expired, you can heal out a lot easier than Olaf. Olaf wouldn't get out in time, he'd just die. He's too slow. A Balog. That's the third one. Balog, he's probably your best damage out of a lot. Really clear minion with, especially early game. My first talent, I usually go with the splash damage onto minions. So he's my main lane clear character. We're a 3-level lead. You know, that is the power of Vikings. A talent tier up. They still haven't got their 16 talent yet. And we're just able to walk through for a nice, quick, easy early game win. Pretty much, I'm looking for people to give me feedback on my games, on what I'm doing wrong, what I could do better, hints, tips, anything that can improve my gameplay. And the point is, I will be hopefully being able to show my improvements over the next few weeks, few months, you know. Hope that was enough information. You know, it was a quite short match. our team did play really well together. As you can see, siege damage, loads, not that much hero damage, but our team was really good. 19k XP contrib. Like, the top enemy team was 6k. Our average was like 6k, 6.5, something like that. Right, well, I hope you enjoyed this. It is my first time, so I apologize for me not being great, and I will catch you guys in the next video.
Where will we end up this time?